OG coming through. OG coming through. What's up, everyone? It's me, Hubcap Ninja. And this is going to be the first tier list we ever do on this channel. So I'm going to... This is going to be like the first tier list I do, and it's going to be like kind of an ultimate tier list for all three versions of Resident Evil 4. So we're going to be covering Resident Evil 4 2004 slash the remaster on PS4. And then we're going to be talking about Resident Evil 4 Remake and then Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. So it's going to be in three segments, and we're going to work our way there. And we're going to start from pistols, shotguns, to pistols, shotguns, SMGs, and rifles. So, because like the second weapon you get is a shotgun, and then you get the SMG later on. So, yeah, we're going to start this off real quick. The only games where we're leaving out is Resident Evil 4 Quest and Resident Evil 4 Mobile and the other versions of Resident Evil 4, including the Wii version. I've never... Well, I played the Wii version at a friend's house and, you know, family's house and everything, but I never owned Resident Evil 4 for the Wii, even though I really did enjoy it on the Wii. Only played like a few minutes of it. That's it. So, here we go. So, the handgun, aka the Silver Ghost. S tier. Automatic S tier. Reason why, and we're talking about when we're talking about these guns, we're talking about their maxed out, they're maxed out versions of them, you know, with the perks included. So, why is the Silver Ghost so high? It's literally like a god tier weapon. First of all, has a really decent, you know, magazine size. I think it goes up to 30 or around in the mid-20s, I think. But the critical hit, that's what you're going to want. The critical hits are very, very, like, well... They're very well timed, just like in the remake. But it affects your melee, and that's what you're going to want. So when you down someone, you go up there, you kick them in the face. Their head's going to be flying off all the time with this pistol when you're holding it. Or, for instance, if you're, you know, if they're on the ground or laying down the ground, all you gotta do is grab your knife and just knife them, and they'll die instantly because you're holding this weapon. So, very good. It it actually held me and carried me to the professional playthrough of this game. Very well-rounded weapon. Very good. Very good damage. Like in certain parts, if you keep dying, especially if you're playing on normal, if you keep dying, or the dynamic difficulty, even when the dynamic difficulty is not on your side and actually screws you over, the gun will still carry you. It's like, that's what I also forgot to mention. We're gonna put dynamic difficulty into the occasion. How well will this gun carry you through the dynamic difficulty? So there you go. Great weapon, amazing. Carried me throughout my professional playthroughs and carried me through standard, and it really stood the test of time with the dynamic difficulty. Secondly, the Punisher. The Punisher is a piece of shit in the original game. It was okay when you first, like, you were like hyped when you were a kid and you were like, oh my god, I got a free gun, cause, like, you know, I shot all the medals and everything. It's not. It sounds weak. The Silver Ghost has this, like, this chunkiness to it. It's like, while the Silver Ghost is like, pew. Not the Silver Ghost, the Punisher, sorry. The Punisher is like, pew, pew, pew. It even sounds stupid. I don't like it. It sounds like a laser gun or something. It sounds like a cartoon gun. Don't like it. I'm not a big fan. It's a good gun, too. Like, it's based off a good gun. This 5.7 is a very well-made weapon in real life, too. Very sexy looking weapon, and, you know, Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and also in real life, like, I held the airsoft version of this gun. Very good gun, but very very poor in this game. They really want you to use, like, the handgun or something better. You actually get something way better later on. The Blacktail. Gonna put this up right here. S tier. S tier. Great weapon. It's behind the Silver Ghost. The reason why it's behind the Silver Ghost is because it doesn't have that melee crit, but you can really do a lot with this gun. Like, you can shoot people's heads off. They'll go exploding. People will fly everywhere from just like you shooting this weapon. They'll die instantly if you max it out. They'll die instantly, especially if you got that good trigger finger. Oh yeah, you're going places with this gun. This is another gun that actually carried me through my professional playthroughs as a kid and everything. Really good gun. All reliable. Will just melt bosses instantly, and you can feel the power. It also has like one of the bigger mags, like in the main pistols. If we're not including like bonus weapons, it has one of the bigger mags of in this game. So really overall good around, really good weapon. I would say this is like if we're talking about like a Final Fantasy RPG kind of terms, would be like the ultimate version of this weapon. You know what I mean? Of the Silver Ghost. It's like all the stats and critical and everything, just make that into a damage and just combine that into damage and put it into the Blacktail. That's what it pretty much is. But I'll still use the Silver Ghost because the melee, you're going to do a lot of melee attacks in this game. But Silver Ghost all the way, but the Blacktail is pretty good too. Like, I can't decide when I'm playing original Resident Evil 4, I can't decide between these two. They're really good guns. I recommend them wholeheartedly. It also makes these are also two of the guns that make Leon look really cool too. It makes him look like an agent or something. We don't have a picture as far as I see right here. There's no pictures of the Red 9, so I apologize. I'm gonna have to use the Red 9 picture from Resident Evil 4 Remake. So if we could find it real quick, where the hell are you? Man, I just had you right here. Right here. There you go, you sneaky bastard. Red 9 in original Resident Evil 4. Great gun. Really, 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 really good. I know it's behind. It's actually behind the Blacktail. I can't decide between all three of these pistols. These 3 pistols I would take with me in my professional run. I would take 3 of these pistols like with me. They're that good. I'm thinking about it. They're actually that good. I can't decide what gun I can actually take with me during my professional run. They're just that godly. Red 9 is the strongest weapon in the entire game. You can always count on it. The Red 9 is not only a classic weapon, I like the way how it's a slightly bigger weapon. It makes it feel like it's powerful. It has the best weapon sound in the entire game, in my opinion. It has the best weapon, the gunshot sound. I love the way it reloads. I love the way how every time I use this weapon with the gangster outfit, it makes me feel like I'm some kind of 1920s gangster or a character from Indiana Jones. It's all reliable. It's all reliable. And one time as a kid, I'm not even joking about this. As one time, I actually killed the regenerators using this gun. I really cannot express how well this gun saved me. This gun saved me so many times. Along with the Blacktail and the Silver Ghost, all 3 of them saved me so many times as a kid, and they carried me through the dynamic difficulty as well. So overall, really good weapon. I would use it all the time. I would use all 3 of these pistols, but the Red 9 is one that just sounds badass. The Silver Ghost sounds badass. The Blacktail sounds a really cool name. But the Red 9, just the name of it, the Red 9. The Red 9, it has this aura, the red 9, you know what I mean, just has this aura. You know it's gonna bring power. You know it's gonna carry you. You know it's gonna be all reliable. You know it's gonna go through shields like it's nothing. You know it's gonna, like, it's gonna melt bosses like nothing. Okay? If you're playing a pistol-only playthrough, this will be the only pistol you need. It's the red 9. Okay? The ultimate pistol. Great weapon. Great weapon. Like I said, I can't choose between 3 of these weapons. They're that good. Let's see. Another handgun. Let's talk about the Matilda in original RE4. Okay, it's better than the Punisher. It's nowhere C. I'll tell you why. It's a bonus weapon, but I'll tell you why. It's better than the Punisher. It melts people, but the fact that it's a burst weapon. You know what I mean? You're going to burn ammo like it's nothing, and there's no easy difficulty in this game. If you're playing the actual, like, the North American version, there's no easy difficulty. So, you can't even really have fun with this weapon unless you mod the game to on PC in order to have infinite ammo. So, it's good. You know what? I'm just gonna, like, just for that, I'm actually gonna, like, put it down to C. But I'm gonna put it over the Blacktail, the Punisher, because I'm gonna put it over the Punisher, okay? Because it does have decent damage. It will actually fuck up people, but the problem is the ammo. You'll shoot this thing, like, you'll fucking kill like 6 people, right? You'll kill 6 Ganados, right? Already your briefcase is empty. Already you're out of ammo, and now you gotta switch to something else. Already. So I don't know. It hurts because it's a cool looking pistol. That is the RE2 pistol. You wear the RPD outfit. You're set. You know, if you want to do an RE2 run, you can do it, and it is plausible, yes. But you got to be very careful with this weapon. If you're good managing your ammo and managing your shots, yeah, you'll get through this. But there's better options out there. Like, I'd rather take 3 of these pistols all fucking day between these two. These two, like, I you gotta remember, I have thousands of hours since it's been so long. I have thousands of hours in the original RE4. I would never touch these. No, not ever. Unless I'm doing a challenge or something, I will never touch these. These I will take with me any day of the week. When I'm playing one playthrough, I'll take the Silver Ghost. Second playthrough, take the Blacktail. Third playthrough, take the Red 9. Like, okay, I think we're done with the handguns. I actually think, oh, here's the Red 9 for original Resident Evil 4. My bad. There's the Red 9. I couldn't tell what the hell that was, and I saw the magazine for it. Okay, my bad. But my opinion is still the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather take 3 of these pistols. So, we're done with the handguns. Let's go straight to the shotguns. We're gonna go with the first shotgun that you ever get in this game. Yeah, it's a B. It's a B. I will say it's a middle of the road shotgun. You know what I mean? When you rank it up, when, like, obviously when you get it, when you max it out, it's really good. But it's a slow shooting shotgun. You know, it's a very slow shotgun. You don't really want this. It's all right, but I get rid of it as soon as I get this one. The riot shotgun. aka the M3, or in this case, it actually looks more like a little bit like an M1014. It's a really good shotgun. This is actually one of the best shotguns of the game. The power, it has a lot of, it's really powerful. It really is. But it's a pump action, so it's still a pump action. It's slightly faster than the regular pump action, but it's a pump action, and you know what I mean. It's all right. Like it's just more of an upgraded version of this gun. They're pretty much both identical. It's just this one has a lot more range. I will say that. This actually has a bit like a long range. You could like snipe people with this gun almost. Okay, it's an okay shotgun. I wouldn't take it with me in my professional playthroughs because we got. Where are you? Here we go. The GOAT. Is this the remake one or is this the? Yeah, this is the original. The GOAT. Striker. Why is this so high? Well, not only it has the highest damage in the shotguns, it has the highest capacity, unrealistically high capacity of 100 rounds. This means you're gonna go into the water room, you're gonna go into like the factory area, you're gonna go through every single fucking area in Resident Evil 4 and not reload, not even once. It has such a high power. It has such a high power. I love the way he holds it too. He kind of holds it like a Tommy gun. What do you want? And the glitch. It has one of the best glitches, in my opinion, in video game history. So fucking good. It's so fucking good. They made it into a feature in the remake. So easily one of the best guns in the whole game. It's one of my weapons I take on professional. Plus, it's the smallest too. It doesn't take a lot of room at all, barely any, if I'll say so. So you can put the Blacktail, which is a smaller pistol. You can take a Blacktail, and you can have the Striker with you, and you can put like a rocket, a Magnum, and a sniper rifle, and the Bioscope all in one briefcase, and you're good to go for the whole run. Really, and truly, one of the best shotguns of the game. Also, it takes down regenerators because it has 100 rounds. You're not going to be reloading this shotgun for an awfully long time. Like, he puts 1 or 2 shells, bam, that's it. He's fully loaded. It's unrealistic, but it's a fun shotgun. It's fun to run around and just, you know what I mean? Great all-around shotgun. Okay, now we're done with that. So now we're gonna go to the SMGs. So the TMP in this game, it's an iconic weapon, so I gotta put it up there. I have to put it up. S tier. I mean, it's literally the only SMG that's in the game too. It's literally the only SMG you're gonna get in the game, unless you beat, the game unless you beat Ada's campaign or something, and you get the Chicago typewriter. But easily one of the best guns of the game. This obviously carried me so fucking much. And if you actually do the Striker glitch, the Ditman glitch with the TMP, oh, you're gonna melt people. You're just gonna absolutely melt people with this thing. Not only you got a faster reload, but you're just gonna go. You're just gonna freaking mow people down like it's nothing. You're gonna mow bosses down like it's nothing. So, great weapon, iconic. Just an overall good, like a really good weapon. They give you a lot of ammo for this too. Like they just feed you ammo like it's nothing. Chicago typewriter. S tier. When you beat the game, you get one of the best guns in the whole game. It mows people down like it's nothing. It one-shots, one-kills. Melts bosses easily. One of the best guns. Original Resident Evil 4 had such a good lineup. It just had so much fucking broken guns. I loved it. It was just such a good game. But yeah, great gun. Have nothing to say about it. You get infinite ammo. It has a laser. There's no recoil to it, barely any, and it melts bosses. It's a boss skipper. Literally, it's a boss skipper. If you're not going to use the rocket launcher, the infinite rocket launcher, yeah, it's one of the weapons to go. It's smaller than a rocket launcher too. What's funny about it? Okay, we're done with the SMGs. We're gonna go to rifles now. I'm gonna say this is a. There's only 2 sniper rifles in this game, but I'll say this is a B. Or no, this is an A actually. Not only is it very satisfying to use, but it's very strong. But it's a bolt action, and the reload is really sexy on this gun. This has one of my favorite reloads in probably one of gaming history. This has one of my favorite reloads. I just love how he pulls back the bolt, gets a clip, puts it in there like he got kind of like he's like, ugh, you know what I mean? I love that, and he pushes the bolt, forward. I love it. Great weapon. The reload mechanisms and everything is really good, but it's not going to stock to anything you're going to meet later. Remember, in Resident Evil 4 Original, you can't move and shoot. So, yeah, to pull the bolt, like you had to literally plant yourself. It was a turret-style kind of game, old school Resident Evil. You had to plant yourself, aim down the sniper rifle, shoot the sniper rifle, pulls back the bolt. Then when he aims back, then you have to run. It was just a very clunky weapon to use, but it's still good. The damage was still amazing. It was still better than most of the magnums that's in the game too. But it's an okay weapon. It's pretty good. I wouldn't take it with me through my playthroughs because you have this fucking beauty right here. The G30. It's a version of the G36, but it's a sniper rifle variant of it. The semi-auto sniper rifle. AKA the Stingray, as people, the new name it's called. The Stingray is such a good weapon. It's a semi-auto sniper. It has a very fast fire rate. It's more powerful than the bolt action. You can put the bioscope on it, and you're gonna clear regenerators like it's nothing. And Iron Maidens too. Great weapon. I have nothing to say about it. Saved my ass so many times. It's such a good weapon. It looks cool. It feels good to shoot. It has such a good sound. There's no recoil to it too. Like when you shoot the gun, there's like, it's like just a laser. So one of the best guns of the game. Broken Butterfly as a Magnum. Okay. Now Magnums are good guns in Resident Evil games. Everyone uses them as like a boss melter. But this gun, it's all right. Again, Magnums don't really have too much ammo. They're okay. The Broken Butterfly it's iconic looking. It's a Colt single action army. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit big too. But like, don't get me wrong, it's a well, I actually forgot. Is it a Colt single action? Oh no. Well, in this, yeah, and here it's a single action. In Remake, it's actually a Schofield. But it's a pretty good weapon. It's an alright weapon. I just wouldn't use it. I would use something like the Killer 7. The Killer 7, it's a really good gun. I love the way it looks. It's just a 1911. Literally, they didn't do anything. It's just a 1911 with the Terminator laser on it. Great weapon. It doesn't make no sense though. You're using a 45 caliber. Handgun, and then you're using the Silver Ghost, and somehow this is more powerful, even though it takes the same caliber. We're using real life, you know what I mean? It absolutely made no sense, but this is a good weapon. It was pretty good. In terms of magnums, you're gonna go with this one all day, baby. Infinite ammo, another boss skipper, by the way. You have to work it and get the infinite ammo for it, but really good. I love the way it looks. It looks like it literally looks like something Kendo would make too. It looks like something that Barry Burton would be using, which I think it is. But yeah, great weapon. Insanely good looking. Very iconic looking. It also had the laser. I would use it all the time in my professional runs. I would actually use it over the Chicago typewriter. My 1920 setup would always be the Red 9 and the Chicago typewriter. But the Magnum, this never let me down. One of the best. It also put down regenerators easily. When you like one shot, bam, they're done. Good weapon. Really good weapon. I also forgot to put this gun in the, because we're also talking about separate ways also. This shotgun was pretty, it was like the only shotgun you had, so it was alright. It was alright. This is Ada's shotgun. Kind of the short stubby one. It was alright. Now we're going to, I forgot to add that shotgun. I'm sorry. Now we're gonna go with the bolt thrower. I mean, the bolt thrower was okay. I'm not gonna put didn't use. I used it a little bit. It's okay. It's actually, I actually, when you rank it up, it's really good. So I would say yeah, it's pretty good. When you go into that, when you have like weapons like that, but it's an okay weapon. Now we're just going into bonus weapons at this point, but is that the crossbow? Or is that the crossbows? I think that's the explosive bow, right? Yeah, from Ada's campaign. Yeah, this one's alright. If this is the explosive bow I'm thinking of, from Ada's campaign, I think it's one of these. I think it's this one, I believe. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, definitely this one. This one's alright. The explosive tip, was pretty good. As far as I remember, I didn't play Assignment 8 or Separate Ways in a long while, so it was alright. Is that the infinite rocket, or is that... I'm not even going to put that on here. That's just like an end game thing. That's just to end the game. Why would I even put that on there? I mean, you could use it. You could save it, but it's just a regular rocket launcher. A rocket launcher is going to be S tier. It skips the bosses. Literally, it's a boss skipper. If you don't want to fuck around with a boss, that's it. The PLR, another boss skipper. I don't have to say... There's no words about this. Great weapons. I was gonna put this to didn't use. Like, well, every time I used to get the in-game stuff, like I used this once, I would just sell it. That's pretty much what it was for. Oh, there's the TMP right there. Oh, I'm stupid. This is the TMP original. All right, so that concludes the Resident Evil. Oh, I think that's Hunk's TMP. It's the same thing as the actual TMP, so yeah, it's the same thing. That concludes the original Resident Evil 4, the OG RE4 list. Now let's move on to the remake. Okay, now we're gonna go talk about the remake, and I have a lot more. I have a lot to talk about. Well, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but and simple, because I laid down the groundwork already for Resident Evil 4 original, kind of like how what the remake is. They laid down the groundwork and they're just improving it. There is more weapons in the remake, which is surprising, which is actually pretty cool. So we're gonna be talking about handguns again, shotguns, SMGs, and then sniper rifles, and then magnums. So let's talk, and then other weapons like the rocket launcher and the bolt thrower. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Silver Ghost. Obviously, as a king from the original Resident Evil 4, you cannot take this king down. This king will always stay alive. Great fucking weapon. Now the thing I gotta talk about Resident Evil 4 is not many weapons, including the handguns, don't have a laser. So if you came from the Resident Evil 4 original, if you came from original Resident Evil 4, all the guns in the game had a laser sight. Like I said, excluding sniper rifles. In this game, it's the laser sight is an actual attachment, and you have to attach it to one of your guns. If you get the Silver Ghost, you max it out, you put the laser attachment on it, boom, easy. Makes the game so much easier. They also carry that whole perk where if you're holding the gun, you melee someone, you're going to get that critical hit. And believe me, you're going to do much more melee attacks in this game. You're going to be doing some John Wick shit in this game. So you're going to be doing parries. You're going to get into a lot more close quarter fights. Silver Ghost is your king. Held me over to professional. It held me. It held me against like so many strong enemies. It just melted everyone. The dynamic difficulty, it really carried me through dynamic difficulty as well. And I'm also including DLC weapons. Are actually worth it. If you didn't buy these weapons, get them. The Sentinel 9. I don't know where to put these two. They're both the same, but they're both very different. So the Sentinel 9 has some history. It was actually a cut weapon from Resident Evil 6, and instead they put the twin shooters in because it resembles more the Matilda. Which is stupid, in my opinion. It's stupid. I think the Sentinel 9 is more iconic looking than... It looks more like Leon grew from the Silver Ghost. It looks more like Leon actually grew up and actually matured more rather than the twin shooters. The twin shooters looks like he's just staying in the fucking past, in my opinion. But yeah, really good weapon, very good, big magazine, one of the biggest actually in the whole game. 32 rounds. It has a slightly faster fire rate, but it's a little bit weaker. We're gonna talk about like 10 millipoints by, but it's still a powerhouse. It'll still fucking kill everything in like one hit if you're good with your shots. They're both really good. I will take them any day. I mean, if we're playing talk about the original game, I would take the Silver Ghost. But any playthroughs, I would bounce between one playthrough with the Sentinel 9 and one playthrough with the Silver Ghost. The Punisher! The Punisher actually got upgraded in this game. It's like every gun got upgraded. Every gun got a buff, but also got a nerf. Yeah, it got... I mean, it's not really that big of a fucking deal, but it got from a C to a B. Not only the sounds actually sound better. No, fuck it. You know what? I'll even include separate ways in there too, because it's a good gun. Not only the sounds sound better, but it goes through shield, it goes through armor, it can actually go through the metal armor, the skull looking guys. It's a beast gun when you max it out. It's a really good gun. They actually managed to make a piece of shit gun that was in the original into a beast, man. And it's sad to say what happened to the other guns, but you can put a laser sight. Any of these three pistols, you can put a laser sight because they got a little rail right there, which makes no sense for the upcoming gun. The Blacktail. It's an A. I'll give it an A. Yeah, it's more powerful. Don't get me wrong, it's much more powerful than the Punisher. But the fact that is you cannot put a laser sight on this gun, it brings it so low. It's a smaller gun, yes, it really is. But there's no laser sight on it, which means you're going to have to rely on crosshairs. It's a cool gun. Don't get me wrong. It makes you feel like John Wick. It's a Glock. Well, not a Glock, but it's a competitor to the Glock. I would say these guns make you feel more like John Wick. But yeah, this gun's good. I was just very depressed because it got downgraded along with another gun that we should be talking about. This is actually very depressing to talk about if I can find it. Even the picture doesn't want to be shown. Oh, right here, it's hiding. Yeah. How far have we fallen? Yeah. Yeah. The Red 9. They gave. They literally. It was such a great gun in its prime in the original game, and then they downgraded the fuck out of this gun. The fire rate was severely lower. The recoil, which was not existent in the original game, has been kicked up by 75%. You are not getting any of your shots with this gun. I understand it's the most powerful in the whole game, but I won't use it. I will never ever take it with me in a regular flat game. It's such a piece of shit. The crosshairs are way too open. They open up way too much per shot. Like literally, when you shoot this gun, you're looking at the moon. Pretty much, you're looking at the ceiling. Not really a good gun, including with the stock. Even with the stock, it looks stupid. Like even the way he holds it, I don't even like the way he holds it in here compared to the original. Yeah, there's like no laser on it. Like you're gonna tell me like the original game, it had a pressure. It made sense. Like okay, he took like little like not zip ties, but like washer things, like little washer hooks or something. He actually hooked the laser sight on there and put a pressure. It actually made sense. This don't have a laser sight, which is unfortunate. But that's my pistols. I will take the 2 of these pistols or any of these 4 over that. Then the Matilda. Yep. The Matilda comes back. I guess what? It goes from a fucking C to an A tier. This gun is actually really, really good. Has decent damage, decent fire rate, decent reload speed, really good all-around weapon. But you know what makes this gun better? Not only it still has the biggest round, the biggest round capacity of all the handguns in the game, second to the Sentinel 9. But thank God, you can take the stock off. You can take it off. You can take it off, dude. You can actually take the stock off, and you could just use it as a regular pistol. This means when you have 100 rounds in your gun, you're not gonna reload for a long time. Matter of fact, you'll only have like 2 boxes of pistol ammo in your briefcase, and you're still good. You're still good to go. You'll still have a lot more granados to kill. It also carried me through. It also carried me. Oh my god. Through the dynamic difficulty. So, really good all-around pistol, plus cat ears. If you wear the cat ears on this weapon, because you get infinite ammo, you can just slap the stock on and go to fucking town, especially on a pistol-only run to get that trophy. But I did it with these 2 on assisted, so, because I didn't have cat ears at the time. Shotguns! Alright. Yeah, it's pretty good. They upgraded it. It's really good. This is a really good shotgun. When you max it out, it has the potential to one-hit kill anything in the game. Really good shotgun. It's a pump action, but very good. I like to I want to do like a challenge where I wear the RPD outfit in Resident Evil 4 Remake and just have the Matilda and the pump action shotgun and an MP5 or something, and that's it. I can literally live with all 3 of those weapons and not have a single fucking issue. Great guns, just really good guns. They're both from RE2, along with the weapon that we're going to be talking about pretty soon. Great guns, love them. Oh, this hurts. The Terminator shoddy. I forgot to put this in here. The DLC weapon. It's doable. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I'll put this over the Red 9, actually. It's a fun shotgun. It's really fun. The way Leon just, like, you know, takes that shotgun and just goes, you know, I like it. It's really fun to use. Plus, it barely uses, like, any fucking spots on your briefcase. So you can actually pack the Sentinel 9, this shotgun, and you can pack, like, one sniper rifle and, like, a Magnum, a SMG, and, like, a rocket launcher all at the same time. So not only you have a pistol, you have a shotgun, you have a rifle, an SMG, and a rocket. So you're good to go. And a bunch of healing items, of course. Really good shotgun. Would take it with me all day, every day. During one of my playthroughs, like, you know. During one of my playthroughs, like, if I'm not playing with this one, I'm going to another one, which is Riot Gun. Yep, baby. This is an S tier weapon by far. They took a weapon from RE4 that wasn't really, it was like a balance between the striker and the regular pump action shotgun, and they just made it better. They just made it the GOAT, the only shotgun you ever need in this game. I don't have to explain it. The tight spread, the long range, the look of the weapon, it looks so cool. It looks like a John Wick. It is a John Wick gun. What am I saying? He used this fucking shotgun. The little brother of it, I would say, the M4. This is the M3. Perfect. It feels so cool. It looks awesome. It looks great. I love it. It's a semi-auto this time, so you can just go wild, buck wild with this shotgun. Great weapon. Great weapon. We'll take it with me all day, every day. It's between these two shotguns. If I want to have fun, I'll take these two. But if I want to fuck around and be Terminator, I'll use this. Oh, fuck. This is gonna hurt. Bad. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of weapons got really nerfed and some buffed, like, in the remake. Yeah. The striker is bad. There's no glitch with it. It got reduced to a charm. The Ditman glitch. Well, actually, it got buffed anyway. Yeah. So the Ditman glitch is a perk that you can attach to your briefcase, and you could run faster, which actually is a miracle. It literally makes the game 10 times, like a million times better. But yeah, the striker is not really that good. It's not. It has one of the shortest ranges. It has like such a wide spread. It's all right. It's really all right. It's just more of a shield breaker. It can barely even do that. Even I would go with this. This is a shield breaker, or this one. I would use this. These two. The break shields. SMGs. TMP. I know I put this on S tier last time, but remember, we're not using any laser sights in this game, so it's a decent weapon. It's pretty good. You get the stock later on, and it's pretty good. Really good weapon. It can hold a little bit more ammo. It's good. It chops people down. It does what it needs to do. It's a TMP. It's a fucking TMP. I don't need to explain anything. I mean, the only reason you're going to use it is for its size. When you take the stock off, because the recoil is actually pretty good, but the only reason you're going to be using it is the size. Because we got this one coming up. Yep. This is what the TMP was in the original Resident Evil 4. Now, you can't put a laser sight on it, but the fact that is you can put a sniper scope on it. You can put a sniper scope, any of the sniper scopes on it, or you can put on the bio sensor scope on it, which makes this gun a million times better. You don't even need a sniper rifle when you're going to regenerate. This is like your ultimate regenerator destroyer. Like, if you need to like kill anything, you take this. If you're gonna need to kill like an Iron Maiden or something, you're gonna take this, because when you max this out, it go just like the Punisher. It goes through armor and it actually goes through targets. So This is a no-brainer. This is obviously a very, very, very no-brainer. Great weapon. I love using it. It's an MP5. I don't have to explain myself. It's an MP5, bro. Now we're gonna go with the rifles now. We're done with the SMGs. Rifles. It got buffed. It got buffed not only because it's a new type of Resident Evil 4 and the fact that you get to move and shoot, but it's powerful. It's too powerful in my opinion. When you max this baby out, you are one-shotting El Gigantes. You are one-shotting Regenerators if you're good at like picking your shots with them. You are one-shotting literally everything. It's a Magnum. It's a Magnum. Literally, it's a little Magnum that is affordable. And it's easy to make ammo for. Especially the crafting. You can craft ammo for this thing in no time. It takes like six gunpowders and one pouch of parts. Like brown parts, whatever it's called, like the brown bags. Come on, you'll have like and if you have the perk to make more ammo for it, you're gonna get like a whole mag, or you're gonna get like a few clips to last you. It's a boss destroyer. It melts bosses. Great gun, and it was good for glitching too. Great gun. Stingray, you got fucking nerfed to an oblivion. You are still a great gun, but great gun for destroying Regenerators and everything, but it got nerfed heavily. It really got nerfed heavily. I would say even B. Like, why would you even use it? Why would you even pick it up? Not only it's bigger than the sniper rifle, because it's a fucking stick. Like, literally, the sniper rifle, the regular sniper rifle, the Springfield, wherever the hell this is, it's a mixture of a Kar 98 and a Springfield. It's literally a stick in your briefcase. It just goes straight. This fucking thing takes up a half your briefcase. By the time you're in mid-game or even at the late game, it takes half your fucking briefcase. Don't even use it. Just for that, I'll even put it down to like C. Because it takes too much room. It's an alright weapon. I'll still use it. I'll still use the MP5 or this over any of these, literally. DM4, great weapon. Again, it's a boss melter. It's a new weapon from RE3. Great weapon. I absolutely love it. It's actually different in here compared to RE3, but it's a lot more slower, and you aim down sights with it. Great weapon, but it suffers the same fate as the Matilda suffered in Resident Evil 4 Original. It takes sniper rifle ammo, and guess what? It's full auto. You can trigger it, like you can tap it. It's a good weapon. You could tap it and it actually becomes a better version of the semi-auto sniper. So in that case, yeah, it's actually a better version of the Stingray. So the M4 is a really good gun. It's fun to use. It's a boss melter. I've always saved up ammo when I'm playing legit no cat ears. I would always save up a lot of ammo and just use this on bosses when they're in their weak state, when they're in their vulnerable state. But with cat ears, it's a S tier almost. If you're gonna add S tier, if you're gonna have A tier, it's A tier. If you're gonna have no cat ears, Oh, I also forgot to put this in here with the SMGs. But I guess we'll do bonus weapons at last. Yeah, I'll tie into that one. So yeah. So the Killer 7. Yeah, the Killer 7's better. In this game, it's a S tier. Not only it has a fucking laser sight, but it actually has the same critical hit. So when you're holding this weapon, not only you got a bigger critical hit percentage of just absolutely one hit killing everything you find, but it has a laser sight. And it has the highest damage, like one of the highest damages in the whole entire game. So, I mean, the only thing that's higher than this is a fucking rocket launcher, and that's it. So yeah, this is like the most damage you're gonna do. Great weapon. While you're holding it, you got all, you know, the melee hits and everything. It stacks. I think it's actually stacks. Yeah, if you're holding, but you gotta hold it in your. Yeah, you actually gotta hold it in your hand in order to have it. But it would have been cool if it stacks. Maybe for VR it stacks. I didn't actually test it out. Maybe when you're like dual wielding them and you could get like a one hit kill VR move. I don't know, but great weapon. Broken Butterfly is a B because of the well I would say it's a no, I would say it's an A because it doesn't have the crosshairs take a while to close in, but it's still a great weapon. It's a Schofield. You feel like Arthur Morgan with this thing. That's what it is. It's literally Arthur Morgan's pistol. Great gun. I just love the reload. I love how he breaks it open, puts a speed loader in there, or just loads it in. Bam, you know what I mean? Flicks it up, bam, he's ready to go. I love this weapon. Now we're going to go to the bonus weapons real quick. The hand cannon. What a fucking... Man. Wow, another fucking fall from grace. I forgot I didn't put the belt... this is like explosive stuff, but wow. The hand cannon has been a... It's just a shit show, really. Yeah, it has infinite ammo. Don't get me wrong. It will get you the cat ears. If you're trying to get the cat ears run, oh yeah, you're gonna get through this. If you're trying to do the cat ears and you're trying to get the cat ears, you're trying to beat professional mode at like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then you gotta do that 10 saves and you gotta get the infinite ammo. Get them, get it. You know what I mean? If you got the tickets to get it, but no, man. The recoil is too high. It takes a while for the crosshairs to close in, which means you gotta literally play the game like RE4 original. You gotta plant yourself, wait for the crosshairs to close in, bam, and get. Maybe your shot will land. I don't know. Maybe it's like an up close weapon. That's pretty much why I found it. It's also really weak compared to the Killer 7 or anything else. This is gonna be a fuck. I'll say it's a little bit better than the hand cannon. The Chicago typewriter. Everything what this gun was in the original RE4 is a fucking opposite. Number one, when you wear the gangster suit, you don't get the big drum mag in a different version with the front pistol grip. You don't get that at all. You don't get a unique version. Oh no, I think you do. Yeah, you do. I think so. Yeah, you do. I think. So I remember. No, I don't think you do. I forgot. I actually forgot. I haven't used this piece of shit in a long while. Ever since I got cat ears, I used to use these two pieces of shit. And as soon as I got cat ears, I forgot about everything. Literally. The only thing I would probably get this is to do the, like, Assignment Ada. That's it. I'd probably get this in Assignment Ada, then fucking get the cat ears for her, and then that's it. Garbage weapon. It's alright, just not that good. It's garbage. If anything, I would just put it right here. I'm not saying because of infinite ammo. If it wasn't for infinite ammo, look, if it was infinite ammo, it would be like B. But since it starts out as not infinite ammo, that's another thing too. The Chicago typewriter, you have to actually work it to get infinite ammo. Stupid. Rocket launcher S tier. Infinite, may it be infinite or regular, it's an S tier. Great weapon, clears out everything, best gun, not even a gun, best weapon in the whole game. Bolt thrower is the opposite, biggest pile of shit ever. It's clunky, you don't know, I don't know how to, it's like, you put an explosive bolt, you have explosive bolts, but he doesn't want to put the explosive bolts in, but it's like weird, and it's like you don't know how to load it, especially when you're pressured and you got people ganged up on you. It's a piece of shit. Really bad weapon. Yeah, it's really not that good. But as you see, the remake has they brought a lot of weaker guns and they just buffed the hell out of them from the original. Like the Matilda would have never been even not even a B, not even like a B. I would say a C plus maybe. But yeah, they climbed up the ranks really hard. But yeah, guys, that's for original Resident Evil 5, original Resident Evil 4 remake, regular playthrough, whatever how you want to say, flat screen, playing regular with controller. Let's move to VR. Okay, now we're in VR mode. My favorite segment of this one. Now, VR mode's a lot more interactable. You can move your weapons, you can check the ammo, and you can reload the weapons manually, realistically too. So a lot of this is actually going to be a lot more different than playing original Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 4 Remake regular. So let us do the list here. So I'm gonna have to talk about this kinda in-depthly. I'm also gonna bring dynamic difficulty into it again, just like all over. When I'm saying like it's all round good, when I mean a weapon's all round good, I'm bringing dynamic difficulty in there too. So for VR mode, because I did play on all 4 difficulties for VR, I played on assisted all the way to professional. And I did many challenges too with all these guns. And off camera, I actually experimented with all these guns per playthrough. I think I'm on my, I want to say on my 6th or 8th playthrough. And you gotta remember, in this game, in VR mode, you can dual wield. So that's why it took me like 6 playthroughs, because you actually, when you put 2 guns on, both of your hips, your left and right hip, you can like cycle between them. So for instance, I will go from Sentinel 9 to Silver Ghost, or Punisher to Matilda, or Red 9 and Blacktail. So it didn't really take me all that much to use up the pistols. Again, I know I'm biased, but the Silver Ghost, easily one of the best guns still in the game for a while. Oh, what's this? For a while. This gun's pretty good. The sights are really awesome. And remember, I played RE4. Now remember, with RE4 VR, you actually have laser sights for all your guns, even the sniper rifles with no scopes. You have laser sights for every single gun in the game, including the rocket launchers and everything else, just like classic RE4. But I am not allowing that. I played the game multiple times without the laser sight and with the laser sight, using the actual sights for the game. A lot of times when I would dual wield, I would have the Sentinel 9 with the laser sight, and I would use the laser sight while I'm dual wielding and use the Silver Ghost while dual wielding. So I'll use the laser sight from the Sentinel 9 in my right hand while using the left hand with my Silver Ghost. It's really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. It really is some tactical shit that you can do in VR. But this is a good gun. The reload is really good on it. It all depends on how fast you are, but the reload is actually pretty good. You flick your mag, put one in, and again, I'm also gonna talk about that for a lot of these guns, the reload. Because again, you're reloading. It's not automated. It's not like automated like, typical video games like Leon. And it's not like, oh, you tap one button, he does a reload. No, this is actually like physical stuff you're doing. The reload is really nice and clean. Though, I'm going to say this. As much I like the Silver Ghost, Yup, the Sentinel 9 is a better gun in VR than the Silver Ghost. I will take the Sentinel 9. Even though I have my Silver Ghost always on my left hip for that critical hits, and I always will take it with me. The Sentinel 9 is a weapon that I will 110% always take with me. Every playthrough. Every single playthrough, casual playthrough, whatever it may be. I will always take it with me. Why? Why, you may ask? The simple thing is this. Not only was in Resident Evil Vendetta and actually made him look like, it looks like a John Wick pistol, but aside from that, the mag, 36, it was like, no, 32 bullets, one in the chamber, or 31, I think 31 or 32 bullets in the chamber, with one in the chamber. You're going to be killing a lot of Ganados with this thing. You're going to be melting bosses, especially with that critical hit rate, especially when you're holding it. You got, more, you could, dude, the fact that is, the fact is you can hold your knife while holding the pistol, right? And while you're slashing with your knife, you could hold it like Modern Warfare 2 style. While you're slashing with your knife is gonna one-hit kill everything. You're gonna one-hit kill everything. You're going to literally parry. You're gonna become a parry god. Anything with these two pistols, if you're just holding them, you're going to get a guaranteed critical hit. With a melee, that's how it feels almost. But with this, with the way I aim, I would take this. I'm good with both of my shots, but these two carried me. They really, really did carry me. This one especially carried me. And another thing, the mag actually sticks out of the gun. I like that. It's not like real life where I'm gonna take my Samurai Edge. I actually have an extended mag for this gun too. I like an extended mag. Shout out to John, my buddy John, for giving me this, because it reminds me of the Sentinel 9. Now, the Sentinel 9 in real life. Okay, I want you to hear this. You can't see it, but when you eject your mag in real life, your gun gets lighter. You feel the mag coming down in the palm of your hand. You actually feel it. Okay. And you can quickly, load up your gun, whatever you need to do. In RE4 VR, obviously it's VR. We don't have the technology to actually add. The haptic feedback is there when you're ejecting a mag. You can actually feel something come out. You could feel like something come out, very little bit, not much, but the mag sticks out, so it makes me think like, okay, I'm ready to go. The only thing I have to be worried about, did I rack the slide? That's it. And not even that, but if you're two-handing your pistol, you click on the, I forgot what, I think it's the triangle button, or like one of the buttons on the PSVR, and then you already, like, you just release the slide. So, there's nothing really bad with this gun. It's just an overall, like, it's a really and truly an overall really good gun. Brilliant gun. I like the way the mag is. That's one of the reasons why I have it. The big mag, and it makes me like not paranoid. Oh shit, did I load my gun? Did I load my pistol? Is it okay? With the Silver Ghost, I'll by accident eject my magazine, and I'll go in for a shot, and I just spent the shot that was one in the chamber. And you can't really tell if you're empty or not because the mag is flush. So, great gun, great reload. It's really clean, barely any recoil. Accurate as all hell. You can do some John Wick shit with this gun. The Punisher! Oh man! When you're actually in VR, this gun is good. This is one of the guns I'll actually have on me, on my hip, for being just an overall, like, if I'm not using the Silver Ghost, let's say if I'm using, let's say if I'm actually using something like the Sentinel 9. If I'm not using the Silver Ghost, I will definitely have the Punisher on my left hip for dual wielding purposes, or just having a quick gun to have whenever, if I'm empty on one of these pistols, I'll just quickly go on the Punisher, or quickly, just pull up the Punisher, pop some shots off, just reload my main gun. It breaks shields. It's a shield breaker. It's awesome. It's an armor penetrator. It's awesome. It goes after The Wolverine guys, I forgot their fucking name. The blind Wolverine guys goes through them like butter, and you can put a laser sight on it. It's awesome. The sights are clean, very clean. The only problem I have is the slide locks back. It's just not very noticeable. Okay, it's a very chunky gun, just like the Silver Ghost, but the USP or Silver Ghost, yeah, great gun, great gun. The Blacktail, again, a great gun to use. A lot of these guns got buffed in the VR version because it's VR. Great gun. Actually, I'm gonna have to knock it a little bit. Maybe I'll tell you why. Low capacity. Every time I use this gun, I'm good with my shots. You gotta be really, really good with the shots. Every time I'm doing some John Wick shit, you cannot John Wick with this gun. You can't. If you John Wick with this gun, already one Ganado, you wasted your whole entire mag. Literally, and then you have to grab a fresh new mag out of your bag and put one in. It's good. It's really good, but oh man, it's kind of nerfed in the VR version. Just depending on how you use it. For me personally, it's an A tier. I cannot believe this. I actually cannot believe this, but I will say, in terms of RE4 Remake, I remember we put the red 9 here. It climbed up all the way here. Now, the red 9. You know what? I'm gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. Yep. One of the best guns in the game now. It really and truly redeemed itself. This is redemption. This is redemption. This is Red 9 redemption. This is Red Dead Redemption. Okay? The fact is, you can actually put on a laser on this gun, makes the gun god tier. Not only that, it has one of the highest damages. It's one of the highest damaging pistols in the whole game, and it's so fun to reload. It's so fun to reload because you actually gotta manually grab a clip. That's not a mag, clips. You gotta grab the clip. You gotta rack the slide back, grab a clip, put it in there, push it down, grab the metal clip, or you can actually fling it off too, just like the original RE4. You could fling it off with one hand, rack the slide, you're good to go. You can play this game like original RE4 with this pistol. Great gun, great redemption right there. As low as possible it could possibly be. Just like Spider-Man. It will come right back up. No matter how down you beat this fucker, it will come right back up. There's other guns I want to talk about too. Who would have fucking known? Who would have fucking known? Who would have fucking known? You're playing on VR. I know it's not that good looking of a gun. You actually feel like you're playing RE2 VR when you're playing this. Okay? Let me tell you something. You have 100 rounds, just like I said earlier. You have 100 rounds. If you take the stock off, you have 100 rounds. You have decent. It's a decent damage weapon. Decent damage. Decent range. Pretty good sight. It has really good sights on here. The sights are really good. Really easy to reload. 100 fucking rounds. My guy, you are going not John Wick. You are going RoboCop with this fucker. Seriously, since you put the stock on there, if you got cat ears, especially, oh, this is a great gun. If you can dual wield this You can dual wield this and have like a Sentinel 9 or a Red 9 on you. This is your SMG right here. This could be your SMG. If you have the cat ears, it's over. It's over. Really, you just beat the whole fucking game with this, literally. But good weapon. I cannot believe all these guns climbed up to even A level. Okay? Alright. Shotguns. Oh, wait. You already knew that, but... you know what? It's fun to use. You know what? You know what? You know what? Fuck it. It's fun. You can one-hit kill everything in the game, and you could, like, pump the slide back as fast as possible. Oh, it's fun to reload, and you can one-hand it? Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. I said it. The reload on this shotgun is fantastic. It's great. The sights are great. It does what it needs to be doing. It's a shotgun. Okay? You can one-hand it, for instance. You can, like, shoot with one hand, pull the trigger, then throw it up in the air, grab it by the fore, and grab it by the pump, you know, cock it, then throw it up in the air, grab it by the handle, and there you go, by the pistol grip, and there you go. You're good to go. Great gun. When you max it out, it's a one hit, one kill. I will definitely be doing a Resident Evil 2 playthrough. Like a Resident Evil 2 style playthrough with two of these guns, with the RPD outfit included. And Ada's gonna be wearing her iconic RE2 dress too. Riot gun, S tier. Don't have to say anything about it. They're both S tier. The Terminator shotgun, I'm gonna have to put this. I put it on C before because it was really fun, but now I'm gonna start saying it. It's a fucking A tier. If you know how to reload it, you can just like one-hand it and do the Terminator bullshit. Really fun gun to use. Really fun gun. You could dual wield it too. You could dual wield other You could dual wield a pistol. Have this and just sling this thing while you're shooting the pistol. Do some Max Payne 3 bullshit with it. Great gun. Absolutely love it. A tier. Does the job. It literally does the job. It's easy to whip out too. Very easy to whip out. Very easy to reload. You just kind of like you just push the lever forward, grab a shell, put it in there, slam it towards you, and you're good to go. Or just do the Terminator flick. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Like, oh no, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I almost want to put on didn't use. I almost want to put on like. Dude, I almost want to put like. Oh my god. Dude, oh my god. Yeah. It's a bad shotgun. It got worse. Like, how? Why would you downgrade my boy? Why? From RE2, it was such a king. It was in prime. It was great. Great gun to use. Great gun to shoot and everything. And you just downgraded it. Why? Even further. I understand they're trying to make it realistic. I understand. They're trying to make it realistic in the VR. I get it. Not only it has really bad range, even with a laser sight, it still can't save it. I know. Even with a fucking laser sight, it still can't save it. Even though I don't play with the laser sight all that much, I like to keep it a little more realistic. But if you're going for a straight RE2 or RE4 experience, like an RE4 class experience, and you just don't care, you're like, fuck it, I want to put the laser sight on. Dude, even this gun won't even save it. When you reload your shotgun. When you reload this gun, it'll say you're out of bullets. You're out of shotgun. Not another thing I didn't talk about in the regular tier list. They downgrade the ammo count. It doesn't go up to 100 rounds anymore, which is stupid. But I mean, I get it. They're trying to be realistic. You actually need to grab the shotgun, okay, when you're out of ammo. Pull back the bolt. Okay? Grab the little thing right here. Okay? You need to grab that little crank or wherever the fuck it is. Okay? Grab that. Twist it. Put the shell in. Twist it again. Then rack the bolt. I'm not gonna do that in the middle of like a professional playthrough and there's like a bunch of ganados coming after me. I'm not gonna be doing that. Okay, when in actuality, in these shotguns are really easy to reload. Like for instance, you just put one shell in and you're good to go. Like same thing with this gun. With this gun, you just rack the bolt back, grab a shell, then grab a shell in there, boom, put it in, then rack the bolt again. It's simple, and once you get to know like the rhythm, it becomes easy work. This I tried so many fucking times. I can't do it. I legit can't even do it. I can't. I'm fucking done. I'm so fucking done. But moving on. Okay, now we're talking about SMGs now. Yeah. It's okay. I can't believe it got downgraded, but it's okay. You could barely aim down sights with it because of the PSVR camera and stuff like that. But when you do, too much fucking recoil. There's almost like too much recoil. Like you only use it to break people's shields or to do whatever. The only thing you're gonna use it for is to shoot people's like ankles and to shoot their kneecaps and to let them go down. You can get a melee kill. You know, I'll even go as far as to say this one, because if you try to one-hand it. If you actually tried to one-hand the fucking TMP, it is bad. It is bad. That hurts me to say because I love the TMP. But, yeah, it's bad. The recoil is too much. There's even with the stock, even when you put a stock on it, it's still a little bit too bad. A lot of times you see it all the time. A lot of times I do the John Wick thing where it's like, I have to like angle the TMP in order to actually see where I'm going or to control the recoil, or I kind of do what Snake was saying or what Eva was doing in Metal Gear Solid 3, where I put to the side and use the recoil to switch to another target. Like if it jumps, right? Let's say the TMP it jumps, it'll jump to my left, thus pointing me to another target. That's the only thing it's good for. MP5 is decent, I would say. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, B tier, it's decent. The reload is cool. I like the fact that you can slap the shit out of it and it'll go, you know, you can do the HK slap. It's pretty cool. Kind of clunky in a way, because when you release that bolt, okay, when you pull the bolt back and you tried to like your hardest to pull it back, it'll just keep going. It will just keep going forward. It's so stupid. I don't know if that's a programming error or I think it is like a VR programming error or something. But yeah, it fell from grace. Rifles. I can't believe I'm putting that on here. Because when I played VR, I was like, oh man, this is the best sniper rifle. One of the best guns, actually top 3 guns in the entirety of Resident Evil 4, right? It becomes dog shit. Especially when you get the sniper scope, it becomes like shit. Trust me. The sniper scope... Using the sniper scope on this gun, especially trying to do the range, like the shooting range, it's impossible. And flat, it's a S+ tier, S tier, whatever. But this gun sucks in Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. It's not that good. It really isn't. until you get this one. This is a big redemption story right here. Yep. Truly a big redemption right there. It is what it is. It came back. It rose from the grave that it once was in RE4 Remake, and it rose from the grave and became what its predecessor was from RE4. It became this. Okay, it became the semi-auto sniper. It didn't become the Stingray. It became the semi-auto sniper. Great gun, especially when you put a scope on it. Even though you could barely see through it or whatever in VR, still, even when you got the bio scope, it was still a good gun to use. Great gun. The M4, same thing as the MP5. It's okay. You're going to be wasting bullets a lot on it, and you're not going to be aiming where you need to be because you need a precision rifle. You can't need a full auto. With cat ears, it's a fucking S tier. But I'm not counting cat ears. I'm just counting B tier. Even though I counted this, but you can take the stock off. You can take the stock off and use it as a regular pistol. But with this is a good gun. This is sadly not in VR. It wastes too much ammo, and you can't really count your shots with this. We're done with that. Let's go to Magnums. Magnums, oh man. Yeah. I'm gonna say it. B's here. It's not the fact that it's a killer sub. It's the fact that you could barely see through the fucking you could barely see the iron sights. You can barely see because this big ass laser that's right here. You can barely see. You're just basically using the laser at this point. You just use it to use the laser. No one really aims down sight with this gun in VR, or even in VR. Even the original, what I heard from Quest players, they don't really aim down sights. I wish you can break it off. I wish you could unhook the laser sight and use the iron sights, and you could use it as a regular 45, but you can't. I use it during my Terminator. I used both these guns for my Terminator. Actually, all three of these guns for my Terminator loadout, and this was one of the most boring guns I've used. I didn't like it really. Broken Butterfly is better in VR. Really fun to use. You could sling it too, which I like. You could actually gunsling like Arthur Morgan. You actually feel like Arthur Morgan, and there's sights on here. Good weapon, and you can spin the cylinder. This actually was a surprise. Again, redemption. Redemption. That's all I gotta say. It's redemption. You could not only it has a laser sight, so you know where it's going, you know where the bullet's going, but you could aim down the sights. Yeah, it has a shit ton of recoil, but you're gonna get that guaranteed one-hit kill. I love it. It carried me through professional, and it carried me down here. The GOAT. Okay, look, I know it's a little weaker. Actually, it's a lot more fun in VR. Yeah, I said it. It's a lot more fun in VR. It's weaker, but it's a lot more fun. Because when you're actually using the Chicago typewriter, and you're mowing down people with it, they just go, and then you're just like, you feel like a gangster. You really do feel like a gangster, especially when you hold it like a gangster. I love it. Great gun. Really great gun. And you get aim down sights with it. Great gun. The rocket, yeah. Same thing. You could boss skip. I don't have to say anything. It's so fucking hard to reload. When you pull it out, you gotta pull it again. You got when you pull this thing out, you gotta not rack the slide, but you gotta pull the lever or wherever it's just so complicated to reload. It's such a complicated fucking process. It's such a stupid gun. These guns were not hard to reload. Same thing with the Thompson or the Chicago typewriter. Not hard to reload. You just grab a mag, put it in there, rack the bolt. You're good to go. I had complications with the TMP. Matter of fact, complications was when you eject the mag, you actually got to rack the bolt again. You got to like rack the slide or pull back the bolt again. It's stupid because it's an open bolt SMG, but yeah, it's whatever. Ugh. But yeah, like I said, the Sentinel 9 is something I would definitely use all the time in my VR playthroughs. This is my VR my tier list. This is my Resident Evil tier list, and all 3 versions of Resident Evil 4. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Actually, tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, this is my tier list. I 100% am confident with this tier list. I feel like this would be accurate to the community. I just feel, but not really. But these 3 weapons are bad. TMP is okay in VR. MP5 is a little bit better. M4, but I feel like these are the top guns. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out and take care, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think.